Hey, welcome back. It's been a long time, but I thought I'd do a quick review first run review for the Kilian shoe, which is the normal Kjerag. Excuse my pronunciation. But so I did a first run today in these shoes, and I was quite excited. But basically, I picked them up because there's lots of places which sell them quite cheap now. So I got these for £105, including shipping. And yeah, I wanted to see what the fuss was about, basically. So yeah, a few specs just to run through it. Obviously, it's a bit of a duplication of what's on the internet already, but it's worth knowing what we've got in your hand here. So I had to size down half a size, from a size 9 to an 8.5. They're quite a long, narrow shoe, so yeah, so I went to an 8.5 size. These come in at about 216 grams per shoe. So even though it looks like there's more stacked there, they're a very lightweight shoe, and have had great success with obviously Kilian Jornet. And so yeah, the out of the box, the build quality, you can tell that it's made of sort of premium materials. So it's got like a matrix Kevlar sort of jacquard upper, and then they call it Pure midsole, which has got a stack height of 23.5 in the heel and 6mm drop with 17.5 in the forefoot and midfoot. So it's a minimal shoe, and so you're going to get a lot of ground feel, and so that's something to be aware of when you buy this shoe. But it's really nice and lightweight at 216 grams. It's really also good that the outsole is full Vibram. I think there's 50 lugs there, and each one of those is 3.5 mil. So they're not that sort of large lugs. But the run that I did today, I mean, it's autumn, so I wouldn't recommend these for sort of heavy mud winter use. But these actually were great today on the run. Yeah, stack height is actually, it's quite stable inside. There's no inner sole, so one that makes it really wraps around and grips your foot, but also saves on slipping and weight and all that. So yeah, I like these basically for hills and up and down hills because of the lightweight, so you can keep the turnover going. And today's run was it was 14 miles, and had about 1,890 feet worth of elevation gain and equivalent sort of descent, and it felt great. I mean, you actually almost forget that you're wearing them. You do notice the ground feel a lot, especially on the midfoot and the forefoot. But with that full Vibram coverage, you've got that extra protection there. But it also forces you up onto the midfoot and forefoot. So it's quite a good training shoe for minimal side of things as well. I didn't notice much of a rock. It's got a 6mm drop, but when you're descending, and I tried to sort of go fast on one of these descents, and the actual cushioning on the heel actually felt really good, which actually felt more than what it's 23.5 mil. So the cushioning, it was doing a good job, and I think durability wise this shoe is going to last a long time, basically because you've got pretty much bomb-proof matrix upper, which is quite protective of the shoe, of your sock and your feet inside. Also the foam that they use, it's quite a firm foam, but it looks very durable, and obviously with that outsole as well, there's no exposed EVA that's going to end up by getting trashed by stones and stuff. So that's another way of it being more durable. So I think, it's got quite a long tongue, which actually protects a little bit more, stops some debris from getting in. The laces have got those little ridges on it, but the build quality, you can tell it's almost like the Salomon Pulsar, but it's slightly wider in the toe box, and it's got I prefer it to the Salomon because I found that too too minimal. I mean, that's lighter weight, but this is it's an equivalent. I mean, you can tell that Kilian came from originally from Salomon in a way, so he's probably got a lot of that DNA in his head when he was designing these shoes. There's a slight overlay that goes all around the outside. It's got a toe bumper there, which is pretty strong. There, it's got a proper sort of heel counter, which is quite rigid as well. So considering how light it is, there's some it's structured in the right places to give the stability. So you kind of sit within it, so you've got a lot of stability laterally as well. And when you're coming down hills, it's so lightweight. Wherever you want to put your foot, it's just bang, it's there. It's you don't feel that sort of latency of the inertia of a heavier shoe on your foot. So yeah, so far I'm really liking it. It's I think it's going to last for ages, and even when it doesn't get used for running, if it does ever get retired, I can almost use it as a dress shoe because it's very sort of understated, nice simple colours, and the build quality is fantastic. But yeah, there's a few bargains out there. Glad I bought it, and I'll keep you posted on future runs. Not sure if I'd use it for racing yet because it doesn't seem to have as much of a sort of rocker, and all the propulsion won't be sort of given from the shoe. I think it's mainly from you, the runner. So I think this is suited mainly to people who've got a really good form and have got strong calves and they're up on their forefoot and midfoot. But yeah, glad I bought it. It's a nice looking shoe, build quality is fantastic, and yeah, I'll keep you posted on future runs and stuff. But thanks for watching. Bye.